Hi everyone, welcome back to the Cipher series. We stopped at level 33, which is the fortune teller, as you can see on the title. And there's a door with the same symbol as we've been seeing before, but I guess it means nothing this time. Fortune teller. So let's go to the source. And the only interesting part of the source is the end. There's a poem or something, like there are some verses. In the present, a mad buffoon prince is past. He's the spirit-seeking experience. From the past comes to me the iron fist of power, command and order. But the future is grim, chaos, ruin. They blaze across my eyes like wildfire. The reason behind the inquiry appears to ride on honor, conquest and victory. Lastly, there's great potential, but first, there's a pressing need to withdraw from isolation and share what you have learned with the world. After reading this, I feel like I would be clueless. However, prior to this video, I made some research, so I came prepared. Oh, I'm sorry. My face, my camera is in front of the text. Yes, now you can see everything. Okay. I hope you can. Maybe you still need more zoom. Okay. Now it's better. Okay. Anyway, if you didn't understand anything at first glance, just like me, I will explain it to you. So fortune teller is something that makes us think of like someone that reads the future in a mystical way, right? So it made me think of tarot. So I just opened Wikipedia for tarot, and there's a lot of cards. Where are the cards? Okay, tarot disambiguation, tarot card reading. Okay, yes. Yeah, there's a lot of cards. There are like 21 cards, and each one represents a character. And if you isolate each verse, each one also represents a character. Like there are some intrinsic characteristics to each one. So I made some research, and let's see. In the present, a mad buffoon princess pass is the spirit-seeking experience. So believe me, this is the fool. So the fool iconography, yeah, where did I find this? Yeah, interpretations. Okay, so we saw spirit-seeking experience, and like the fool is a character that seeks experience without concerning for consequences. So associated with like delirium and carelessness, and also mania, which is like her like some kind of madness. So I think it makes some sense. So from the past comes to me the iron fist of power, command, and order. This was easier. So the emperor. The emperor is a symbol of like a domination and regulation and power, which is exactly what we saw here. But the future is grim, chaos, ruin. They blaze across my eyes like wildfire. This is the tower. So the tower is associated with sudden disruptive revelation and destructive change. So it fits well with the description. The reason behind the inquiry appears to ride in honor, conquest, and victory. So this is the chariot. The chariot. Okay. Triumph. Like providence, triumph, vengeance. I think it fits well. Lastly, there's great potential, but first there's a pressing need to withdraw from isolation and share what you have learned with the world. This is the hermit. Hermit. So the hermit is associated with like dissimulation, which and circumspections, which I think can be interpreted as introspection. So a person need to withdraw from isolation. It means you were isolated before, so you were introspective before, and you need to embrace now the search for wisdom. There's some kind of a duality here. So the hermit apparently has a lantern, which helps him navigate narrow paths as he seeks enlightenment. So I think it fits well. So yeah, I'm not only not an expert. I didn't know anything about tarot and tarot cards and interpretation of the characters like 3 hours ago. So if you are an expert and I'm sorry to not be so precise. Anyway, we always work with letters here. So Fool, and then Emperor, and then Tower, and then Chariot and Hermit. So fetch, and that is the answer. So there was a password box, and you just type in fetch, like FE, TCH. Cipher and fetch. Okay. Now we arrived at level 34. And on this very channel there are some videos about chess, so you might know that I'm a chess enthusiast and player. But I'm a bit disappointed to conclude that the creator of Cipher doesn't know anything about chess, because this game isn't about chess at all. It's just about board, like any 8x8 board, but it's not about chess, unfortunately. So like 2c equals y. There's no such thing as 2c in chess, it's c2. But okay. Let's go to the source. f7 equals n. a4 equals g. So, and y.jpg is our picture. So the only clues that we have are these letters that have been positioned in random spaces. So 2c equals y, and 2c, which is c2, is here. So this is y, and f7 is n, so there's an n here, and also a4 equals g, and a4 is here. What does that mean? What's that supposed to mean? Let me see if I can open Paint again, just like one of the past episodes. Okay, so the letters were N here, right? And then G here and Y here. After some pattern seeking, you can see that if you put an A here, this should be a B, and a C, and D, and E, and F, G, H, and so on, because it arrives right at the end. So O, P, and then there's a Z. I won't draw everything, but there's a Z here, and then another A, and then G here, and then another Z here. I think you got it. So that's our first clue. That's our first hint. But now that we have the cipher, what is there to be deciphered? What is there to be decrypted? And the answer lies right here. The picture is called white.jpg. So what if we change to black? And there's another picture upside down. And similarity breeds solution, and h6 equals x. So h6 is here, and supposedly this is now an x, But I think it was an X before. Okay, that's fair. Anyway, similarity breeds solution. So what if we put the two boards on top of one another and search for squares that have pieces on both boards? So let's try that with our old friend GIMP. I never know how to change to GIMP. Okay, so we have this picture and this one, and I just had to turn it upside down, so now it's way easier to see everything. And if we change the opacity to something like 50% or anything lower of any of them, we can see that there are some squares where there are two pieces, one from white, the quote unquote white board, and one from the black board. So we know this is a B, right? Let me go to Paint again. I think it will be better. So okay, we know for a fact that this is a B. I don't know what's the best color here. B. And we also know that this is a C. No, this is not a C. This is an U. Okay, so U. U, V, W, X, Y, Z, A. This is an A. This was a G, right? H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z, A, B, C, D. And if we rearrange the letters, we get the word absurd. A, B, S, U, R, D. This was fun, but I think it would be like better if there was something to do with actual chess. But okay, that was fun anyway. So let's go back and just type it here. Absurd. Okay. So the next thing is we the next level is in French, right? Can you see the title? The title is Quel type de photographie est ceci? Which translates to what type of photography, photograph, what type of photograph is this. And if you know my other channel, the one where I post music videos, you might have a clue about what I wanted to answer. So this is an old picture. It's black and white. It's got some eerie, dark aspect to it. So for me, this was a daguerreotype, and I just tried daguerreotype, and I got a presque, which means almost. So I was so happy that they included this, but I was still a bit sad that it's not the answer. I wanted it to be daguerreotype. However, there's something similar to the daguerreotype that is called a heliograph. So a heliograph wait, not this one. Okay, so heliography is an early photographic process, and it's a precursor to the daguerreotype. So there was even a partnership with Daguerre. So this is pretty wholesome, actually. Niepce, he and Daguerre were like friends or something, and we're learning so much on this episode. Anyway, a photograph made from the heliography process is called a heliograph. So we have to heliograph. Okay, we have to go here, and there's no source, there's not anything apart from this picture, which is a bit strange, right? Because it seems like the same picture. Nothing changes apart from the border. So what? How do we solve this? How do we make some progress? And we have to come back to the source. And there's another French sentence here. Vous pouvez apprendre beaucoup plus sur une photo en regardant au-delà de la surface. Which means you can learn much more about a photo by looking beyond the surface. And in this case, beyond the surface means not on the photo itself, but somewhere around it. And it's not around it. By around it, I don't mean the border. I mean something entirely entirely different. Like a photo is before, like before we can see the picture, the computer has to calculate something about starting from like some raw archive, right? And there's something called metadata, which is actually I don't know how to define it. Okay, so there's something called file metadata, which is some data about the data. In case of photographs, the metadata may be written, may identify who owns it, like copyright, contact information, descriptive information. And if we just look at the photos, we would never see it. So let's try to find a metadata viewer. And I'll just load it. Heliograph.jpg. Okay, so here's the metadata, and there's some other stuff in French here. Je ne vous dirai pas, which is like I won't tell you. I will not tell you. Artist. User comment. Aucun commentaire. No comment. Okay. And here there's something we are very familiar with, which is things that end in .htm. Je prends le chou dans mon pantalon, which means I have cabbage in my pants. I don't know what's that supposed to mean, but I know that that's the answer. We can just paste that, and this is level 36, which is a very weird thing, a very weird screen to arrive to, because it seems like an in-between level. Doesn't seem like a real level. Please confirm your level progress. Due to a recent increase in hackers, cheaters, and the like, we ask that you please confirm your level progress. Please re-enter the answer for level 36 in order to progress to level 37. We are not even on level 36. We were just on level 35. So how come are we even intending to progress to level 37 now? So many questions, so many weird stuff here, but I'll leave it for the next episode. Thank you for sticking with me for these 3 levels. I think they were among the most fun ones, really. And see you next time.